everybody. I'm Jessica Perez-Beebe. You are watching me on my Facebook page, and it's Sunday, and we've got a new week tomorrow. And I know that you've got goals like me that you want to crush, and you don't want to make it to another end of the week feeling like you were constantly busy, but you didn't actually accomplish anything important. Okay, because that's an energy sucker, especially for entrepreneurs and business owners like me. So what I'm going to share with you today is a pro tip that will help you get important things done this week, starting tomorrow. We know that how we start our week is really important in terms of how we're going to end our week, right? So I'm going to give you a tip so that you can get the important things done without getting sidetracked or burned out. All right. This is going to help you if you're someone who has been struggling with prioritizing in your day, or if you have a bit of shiny object syndrome. And so you start things, many things, you've got great intentions, you're all motivated and fired up, but then you don't finish. All right. If that's you and you want to go from what I call an amateur mindset to pro, if you want to go from amateur to pro in your thinking, in your habits, and in your approach, whether that's for your business, your fitness, your lifestyle, then you have got to become a finisher. You have got to go all the way. You've got to build the mental stamina that it takes to manage your mind, manage your feelings, so that you don't burn out and quit before you hit your goal. All right. If you're watching right now, either live or on the replay, throw your name in the comments, say hi, I want to see you, I want to interact with you. And hey, real quick, so that I don't forget, if you've been following me for a while now and you resonate with my teachings, or even if you're new to my page, maybe this is the first video that you're watching, but it resonates with you, I've got something that you might find really valuable, and I don't want to forget about that. So really quickly, I have an elite level assessment tool that I'm certified directly through Tony Robbins to give and to actually help you navigate the results of the assessment. So the assessment will help you find out what motivates you, how your needs are being met, and the weak spots in your mindset, right? The weak spots in your mindset training that you still need to lift, right? So that you can get to your next level. So if you're interested in taking that assessment, send me a private message and we'll send you the assessment for free. All right, let's get back to the content. Here is my number one tip for you. And this is what I use personally. I use this in my own business. It's actually what I'll be doing myself this evening, and that I do every evening before the next work day. Okay? So right now, as you're watching this, whether it's live or whether it's on the replay, ask yourself, what are two things, that's it, that must happen tomorrow? Just two things. What are two things that must happen tomorrow? In fact, sometimes one thing is even better, but never more than two, okay? Does it mean that you won't get more than two things done the next day? Of course not. But it does mean that you will get those two most important things done, which you likely wouldn't do without this system. Okay. And I know this because I was the queen of to-do list, like this long. And then I'd have a list to like refer back to my other list. I mean, I am not kidding you when I say that I was known in my family as having the long to-do list. Can you relate? Okay. So I used to have long to-do lists that kept me busy all day, kept me moving, but not actually productive. Okay, not productive. So since I shift to this new way of approaching my day, not only am I more productive and I get the important things done, I also am not burned out. Okay, so if you've been feeling burned out and you also get to a point where you feel like, how did like this whole week go by or this whole day go by and I feel like I didn't get anything really done? this is going to be a game changer for you. This is the new habit that you want to build. Trust me, it's going to make a huge difference in your life, in your business, in your career, like it has done for me. So here are the steps. Before bed tonight, unless you're doing it right now, but before bed, you're going to write down the 2 most important things that you must get done tomorrow morning to move the needle forward this week towards whatever goal it is that you have. All right. It might mean that you need to do like just a whole mental brain dump first, like just write it all out, right? In order to clear your mind and get all your thoughts out. And then you can go through and start listing and then eliminating, process of elimination, so that you narrow it down to the 1 or 2, never more than 2. Trust me, I've tried it with 3, with 5. I've been teaching this system for many years and I've been using it for a really long time. Commit to 1 or 2 important things. Okay, so narrow down that list. And what I do is I write it on my whiteboard. You can write it on a big wall-sized Post-it note. You can write it on a piece of paper and tape it to your bathroom mirror. I do that when I'm traveling. But here are the keys to making this work. In order for this to work, you must, number 1, decide the night before. Here's why you cannot do it the morning of, right? In the morning, you don't know what's going to happen. You might be extra tired. You might oversleep. You could be running late. You've got kids. That throws another element. And what ends up happening is you start being in reaction mode. You might have had all these great intentions, but you start being in reaction mode, putting out fires and all of that, as opposed to being intentional with your actions. Does that make sense? You want to be intentional with your actions as opposed to in reaction, right? So you need to start out in charge of your day. So you've got to decide the number 4 or the night before, number 1. And number 2, you have to do those things first before anything else. If they're the 2 most important things, they cannot wait until later. So knock those 2 things out in the morning before you do phone calls, before you check email, before you look on Instagram or Facebook or start browsing online. You must commit to getting done what is most important for the day in the morning, first and foremost, before you do any other work. Trust me, this kind of momentum will fire you up. Then you're going to start taking on better and bigger, right? More appropriate projects for yourself versus just becoming a consumer of information or a reactor to whatever's thrown at you. You've got to put yourself in the driver's seat. Okay, so I'm up for at least 2 hours before I ever look at my phone, before I ever check email, right? And I run a very successful business with clients, and I still am up at least 2 hours before I ever look at my phone or email. I don't let distractions run my day. I let my plan run my day. Okay, so if you want more motivation, right, you gotta stay focused. If you want more stamina, you've gotta stay focused on the daily things. It's the day-to-day things that matter to move your life forward, whatever that is. If you're in business for yourself, like I am, it could mean, writing or practicing a presentation, right? It could mean pitching an idea to your team or your colleagues, maybe writing content for your next program or product. Whatever you're going to do, it's necessary to get connected in the morning. I know I keep saying it over and over again because I really want that to land for you. So set your goals, knock them out of the way. That momentum will bring the fire back in. If you are typically a high-performing person and you notice that you've been falling short of your goals, or you're feeling burned out, run down, whatever that is, it's not that you've lost your motivation. It's that you've lost your focus on what matters. Okay? This pro tip that I just shared with you for prioritizing the night before will get that focus back, and you're going to see real results in your life. and in your business quicker. All right. So for those of you who are new to me, who am I? I'm Jessica Perez-Beebe. I'm a pro athlete. I'm a longtime entrepreneur and a coach. And I work with exceptional leaders, entrepreneurs, innovators who want to hit their next level in life and in business, right? And the truth is, I believe the difference between a good entrepreneur, a good leader, is the pro athlete mindset. It's the habits, it's the thought patterns, it's the visualizations, the manifestations that make or break performance. Okay. Success is defined from within, right? So it's what are we doing on a daily basis that is building who we are inside. Okay. So I end up working with entrepreneurs and leaders who are good, right? And from the outside, they look really successful, but on the inside, they know they haven't even scratched the surface of what's capable for them, right? They know they can be great. And so those leaders who seek mental discipline of a pro athlete are the ones who work with me. I really help you to lift your mindset from amateur to pro. I've done it personally, and I've done it now for hundreds of people. And that's what I provide. And I also provide a community that keeps you challenged and accountable. We all need that. So, hey, if that sounds like you, send me a PM, private message. Let me know that you're interested in hearing more about my high performer mastermind group for entrepreneurs, leaders, and innovators, or just send me a PM and let me know you'd like me to send you the assessment tool that I mentioned earlier in the video. Either way, I'd love to hear from you. I hope this supported you. Leave me a message right here in the comments. If it did, share with a friend. And I look forward to seeing you here again on my page. Have a great, productive week, everybody. Bye.